would get featured in a video. Once again, try to be as original as possible. You'll have a better chance of being chosen. Let's go ahead and get right into the questions. So question number 1, Gaming with Phil asked, once you have finished the Defenseless Champion series, what will happen to your Defenseless account after? So I'm starting to get this question a lot, not only in my mailbags, but just in the regular episodes now that it's wrapping up. And people are wondering exactly what I'm going to do with it because it's sort of useless because it doesn't have defenses and it's just going to drop down really quickly. And I haven't really figured it out yet. First of all, I'm not going to give it away because that's against the terms of service and Supercell would kill me. But I've thought of a couple things. Number 1, I might build all of the gold mines and elixir pumps just so they make a crazy amount of loot. And I'll maybe like build some walls and write out free loot or something like that just to hook you guys up with some free gold and elixir. I've also thought of just saving it for streaming, so whenever I want to do some like epic streaming challenges, I can see how far I want to go in a single day. Like you guys know, I've talked about for a long time on doing that 0 to 3,200 trophies 24-hour live stream, and that's definitely still in the works. That's coming this summer, 100%, so I'll get you guys more details on that, but I might do that on that account or maybe just my original Chief Pat account since I have level 40 heroes there, but I don't really know off the top of my head. If you guys have any good suggestions, definitely let me know. But I guess the first thing I'm thinking about is building those gold mines and elixir pumps so I can hook people up with free loot. At Apath11 asked, have you ever played a sport in high school or middle school? So I played both basketball and football in high school. Let me throw some pictures on the screen right now. Back when I played basketball, you can see I'm rocking the afro. I actually had a picture on Twitter, which is hilarious, of my driver's license where my hair is just out of control. But I love to play basketball. I played that ever since I was a little kid. And I also picked up football in high school, and I played wide receiver and safety, as well as I returned some punts. And the reason I'm talking about those punt returns is because I had this epic video on YouTube back in freshman year of high school. I had this punt return. I wasn't supposed to return it, but they like did some fake punt thing where the quarterback just went back and punted it. So I picked it up. I had a stiff arm. I was like, I think I had like a 20-yard return. And then one of the receivers came out of nowhere and just jacked me up. It was like the funniest video I've ever seen because there's one dude in the crowd who's going insane after I stiff arm the first guy, and then this dude just knocks me out, and the one guy's like, oh, and he like the crowd just goes quiet because I got destroyed. It was such a good video. I can't believe I can't find it. Maybe some of you guys can find it, but I'm 99% sure that YouTube deleted it because it got so old, and I don't think it had more than maybe 6,000 or 7,000 views. So if any of you guys can find it, you're a god. But I'll keep trying to look for it because I've always wanted to post it on my channel for a funny video because it really is awesome. But yeah, I played basketball and football in high school. All right, question number 3, Naka HD asked, what car do you drive? So I went outside, took a picture of the whip. This is the Chief Pat mobile. I drive a Honda Civic 2010. Pretty sweet, also really slow. I'm pretty sure it's slower than a Prius, but it gets really good miles per gallon. I think I get about 40 to 45. I did get some rims for it back when I first got it. It is all right. It's just a regular car. It doesn't really go too fast, but it's reliable. As far as what my dream car would be, I posted multiple times on Twitter that I really want to get a Tesla, but obviously those things are crazy expensive. But maybe one day I can get a Tesla. That's definitely my dream car. And if someone wants to send me like $110,000 so I can do that, you're definitely more than welcome to. All right, next question at Radvan72. He asked, what's your criteria for keeping or kicking players from your clan? So for over half of my clan, I'd say about 30 members, they've been in my clan for over a year. So at this point, they're pretty much good to go unless they are just belligerent, unless they don't log on for 2 months. They're pretty much brothers or sisters, and they're probably not going to get kicked out. As far as new members go, there's 3 important things that go into being a good clan member. Number 1, can you attack well during clan wars? You really have to make sure you get around 4 stars per clan war. That's something that would be great. Also, you have to make sure that you donate a lot. We have a 200 donations per week rule, which is actually pretty weak compared to other clans, but that's all we need from those guys. And then the last thing, and probably the most important thing, is that you have a positive attitude and you're nice to other clan members. I don't care if you're like the best person at the game, if you donate a ton of troops. If you are always negative in the clan, you're always causing drama, you're definitely going to get kicked out. So that's really the criteria. Again, we have like 35 members who have been there for over a year, so there really isn't a lot of turnover in my clan. But for those new members that we recruit, it's definitely important that they have those 3 qualities. At 12345 Potato Man asked, how long do you think Clash of Clans lifespan is? Like, how long before people stop playing? So I think this is a question that pretty much any game set up like Clash of Clans faces. For example, League of Legends comes out with monthly updates. I'm guessing World of Warcraft comes out with monthly updates, other computer games like that. I don't really know if there's a game like this on mobile, where they actually come out with monthly updates like this, besides the copycats for Clash of Clans. But I think it can go on for as long as they keep it interesting. As long as it's interesting, I don't see why people wouldn't play. As long as they keep bringing new troops, as long as they keep bringing new stuff like Clan Wars, maybe a quest system. There's so many things they can do with Clash of Clans. And from sitting down, I actually had a dinner with Jonas, the Clash of Clans developer, when I was out in Finland. Just picking out his brain as far as the future of Clash of Clans, they have so many things that we haven't even thought about that they're thinking about implementing in the game, to the point where I think they could make the game last a very long time. Of course, I don't think any game can last forever. At some point when you're at Town Hall 20, I don't think that's very sustainable, but I think it still has plenty of years left, as long as they're committed to the game, as long as they don't go haywire and start doing all this dumb stuff. I think Clash of Clans has a pretty long lifespan. It's a pretty special game to where people have built a community like this on YouTube. I mean, what other iOS game has the community that Clash of Clans has? There is nothing at all. I mean, I definitely challenge you guys to find a mobile game, maybe besides Pocket Minecraft, but of course they had the player base before they moved to mobile, that has the community of Clash of Clans. It really is awesome. Especially the social aspect. Like, you see that with Boom Beach right now. A lot of people are saying, where's the Boom Beach social aspect? Where are clans in Boom Beach? Stuff like that. The reason Clash of Clans is what it is because of the social features. So I think they can really keep people around for a long time because of all the friends that people are making in Clash of Clans. As long as they keep it new, as long as they have a quest system, as long as they have Clan Wars coming out, as long as they have stuff like that, I think people will really be interested in the game, and it can last a long time. Next question, at Jukes, he said, do you have friends close to you that play Clash? So the reason I picked this question is because a lot of people ask in my clan, they're like, yo, why do you have people like KP Noodles? Why do you have people like Flags? Why do you have people like Slicka, Slim Shady in your clan? They're Town Hall 8s, they never donate, blah, blah, blah. And that's because those people are actually my real life friends. So when I first downloaded Clash of Clans back in September of 2012, I think it was September 29th, I downloaded the game and I instantly texted my friends. I was like, yo guys, this game is going to be a hit. I'm telling you right now, this game will be like the next great game that we're all going to be playing. Everyone has to download it right now and let's go make a clan. So those guys I got in with right away. And they're definitely a lot more casual than I am. Some of them have played it. They've quit for like 4 months. They've come back, but they're all playing right now. And all of those guys are my real life friends. So whenever people ask, why are they in your clan? It's because they're my buddies. And if I kicked them out of my clan, I think that might hurt our friendship. Next question, at Random Games for You, he said, my question is, what would you like to see in the game next? So if I had to pick one thing I wanted in Clash of Clans, which is pretty hard to pick out because there's so many great features that could be implemented, I guess it would have to be one of two things. First of all, I think it definitely is time for a new troop. We waited a long time since the Witches came out to where it's definitely appropriate. So I think I would want to see that. And if I didn't pick that, I would want to see the quest system. So I've mentioned the quest system before. One of the members on the Supercell forums, Mastermind, he actually created a pretty thought out description of it on the forum, so you guys should definitely make sure you check that out. But pretty much it would set like daily, weekly, and monthly quests that you could achieve in Clash of Clans, and you could redeem those for like boosts on your mines and pumps. You could redeem those for like gems. You could redeem those for resources, all of these crazy things. And I feel like it would keep it fresh. So say if there was a different task you could do every day, maybe win a raid with 200 archers, or win an all archer raid and you get this bonus, or do something like this and get this bonus. I feel like that would be amazing, and it would definitely help Clash of Clans stay fresh and keep people interested in the game. All right, so last question from at SteelCity621. He said, is there anything more happening with going to space? So for you guys who are new to my channel, back last year, I entered the Axe Apollo Space Academy contest. Pretty much I said, hey guys, vote for me to go to space. I didn't really think anyone would vote for me. And all of a sudden, these votes just started piling up on their leaderboards, and I ended up being on the top 2 for their voting contest. And they actually sent me down to Orlando, Florida to space camp. So when I was in space camp, they were going to pick 23 people from 23 people from 60 different countries. There was 107 people there overall. And we went through all these different types of competitions. I actually have a playlist. I'm going to throw that in the description below. You guys should definitely watch those videos because they were a lot of fun to make, and it was just some crazy experiences. But what I got to do, I got to go in the G-Force simulator where they spin you around and you can't even feel your face. I got to fly in a plane, like one of those little propeller planes, and we felt 4.5 G's doing a turn. We did loop-de-loops, we did corkscrews, we did all this crazy stuff. That was probably one of the most fun things I've ever done in my life. We also built a little mini rocket. We did an amazing we did this assault course that was amazing, and then finally we got to fly in a zero gravity flight. So they took a 747, they took it to 24,000 feet, and pretty much we performed 15 parabolas, and a parabola means you go like up and down. So we did 15 up and downs from 24,000 feet to 34,000 feet, and during those parabolas we got 30 seconds of weightlessness. So I literally floated around in the air like I had zero gravity, and that was just nuts. It was the craziest experience of my life. And on the final day, when they announced the winners, lo and behold, Chief Pat picked up the golden ticket, and I won a trip to go to space on the Lynx Mark II on a suborbital flight. So sometime next year, or in 2016, I'll be flying up to 103 kilometers past the official space line, and I'll actually become a real astronaut, which is sort of funny to think about. And yeah, it's insane. I think about it every single day. I'm not joking, guys. Every single day I go to bed, every single time I wake up, when I'm laying in bed, I think, holy crap, I'm going to go to space. It is just the most surreal thing, and I can't wait for it to happen. So as far as more details go, they just finished the cockpit testing, and they are assembling it. They also hired the test dummy for the flight. I guess that's what you can call him, the official test guy for the Lynx Mark II. So they're going to be performing tests, make sure it's safe to go up there. And as soon as my flight gets announced, I will let you guys know. I still have to go through a medical clearing, so hopefully I pass that. But I'm going to do a huge video on that space trip as soon as I get more details. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this video. Once again, check out all of my social media in the description below. Definitely follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, especially Twitter, because that's where I interact the most. And make sure you guys ask me your questions, and you could be featured in the next mailbag. All right, guys, I'll see you guys later. Peace out.